Hello everybody and welcome back to the Monguli Show. There's a ton of news to go over today and I'm losing my voice, so let's just jump right into it. Alright, the first thing we're going to take a look at is this new Bifrost raid team. It's a Mystic team. We're not going to go super in depth because again, I'm losing my voice. What you need to know though is there's 4 new members and 1 returning member, and when I say new members I mean there's literally a new member. There's one character, Val, over here, who is a brand new character created by Scopely. He's the 4th brand new unique to the game character. I think they could have taken a second pass at both him visually and his name. He is Val and he leads Valhalla. Cool guys. But that's just me. You got Sophie from the Loki TV show, Teen Loki with his friend Alligator Loki, and of course, fan favorite Beta Ray Bill. I'm not personally a huge fan of the whole Asgardian lore and all that stuff, so maybe people who are will be a bigger fan of what Val here looks like, or of Beta Ray Bill in general, but always happy for fans to get someone they love in the team. The 5th member is, of course, actual Loki, so if you've already got him built up, congratulations, you've got one of the 5th ready to go. They do break down the characters, but again, my voice just will not handle reading all of that, so we're just going to skip it. Maybe I'll come back to it some other day when I'm feeling a little more ambitious. Alright, the first event we're going to take a look at is the Outlaws Encore. It's going to focus around these Outlaw Stash Orb fragments. It's a big event. It's got 2 different smaller events that feed into it. It starts on Monday. It lasts for 4 days. It is a solo event. What you're going to want to do is play a lot of blitzing. I don't have the math for this because it's going to give you fragments for blitz wins, but it doesn't tell us how many fragments. Generally, these events are a little bit easier than the ones where you need to collect blitz points, because even though the blitz points do have like jackpots of 1,000 points in them, and these tend to not have that, these do give you more points per battle historically. We'll have to see what the math actually looks like when it comes out. You want to get down to this Sakaran laser rifle at 57,000 points. That will give you 116,000 points towards the month-long event and your Korg unlock. There are also some Star-Lord Annihilation shards actually on here, so you might want to push a little bit further, get to 64,000 points so you can get your 15 Star-Lord Annihilation shards. That will seem pretty good. And then if you can make it all the way down to the bottom, there are 10,000 countdown to DD6 orbs, which are fantastic, and you'll get a bunch of Gear Tier 17 and 16 stuff along the way. So it is a nice event if you can make it down that low, but I think it will be pretty tough to make it down that low without spending money. What you're going to be able to do, though, is feed into that event with the 2 web milestones that we're about to go over. First one is the infamous Frontman. What you're going to want to do is spend 1,400 campaign energy every single day for 4 days. This one repeats itself, so you can do this multiple days. If you make it all the way to the bottom, you're going to get 6,000 orb fragments, which will give you 3 orbs a day. That's 12 orbs over the course of the event. That's 24,000 points towards the main event. That's pretty good. You're going to have to spend some cores to get down to 14,000 points though, and that's kind of nice because the next event cares about you spending spending power cores. So it kind of feeds into each other, which I actually do appreciate. The main thing is you're going to want to get... you don't want to spend 5,000 points. But if you do, you'll get all the way to the bottom. That'll give you 42,000 orb fragments, which will almost complete the event all on its own. So that's really impressive. That's 21 orbs. So by the time you get these 21 orbs combined with the 12 orbs from above it, that's going to be... I mean, the Star-Lord is not guaranteed in these orbs, but I feel like if you've got 35 orbs that you're opening, there's a pretty good chance you're going to get some Star-Lords. I could be wrong. Maybe it's a horrible drop. Maybe it's like a jackpot more so than just a random, but we'll see. You will get dark promotional credits. There are some Korg shards here. You can get 25 Korg shards, 250 dark promotional credits. All of that is great. And yeah, I don't recommend spending 5,000 power cores, but you do you. It is nice that this event feeds into this event and both events feed into this event. I think that's actually pretty helpful and I appreciate them doing that. Next we have the Electric Boogaloo event. It is just the Quick Rumble event. It is not for a specific team though this time. It's for this trait, the Proud trait, which they are giving to characters in-game. That being said, if we actually cut over to the game, we go to our roster. We cannot find a Proud trait. If we go all the way down to P, it'd be more likely. There. There is no Proud trait in the game yet, which is unfortunate. And the art for this shows Viv Vision. But if I click on VidVision, she does not have Proud. So that's unfortunate that they're not going to tell us who it is yet. I did notice that the video at the top that they show, for Val, she has the Proud trait. So it is coming, it will be there, it's just not in the game yet. So look for that. I'm sure Loki will be Proud. If we go down to the next event, you can actually see that it gives off shards for all the characters who are in the comics. LGBTQ+. I apologize, I forgot that name wrong. So like Loki, Deadpool, Iceman, Nika Minora, Valkyrie, like Union Jack, all of these characters will probably have the Proud trait. I'm sure there will be more that have the Proud trait, but these ones specifically. So you should have 5 people at 7 with the Proud trait, I'm guessing, if you've been playing this game for any length of time. Otherwise, it's just a quick Rumble Blitz. I've talked about it more than I usually do. You know how these work. They take 5 minutes. The Stand Proud Together event is going to be happening, it doesn't say when, unfortunately, but I have to assume it's coming up this week. It's a 7-day event that is alliance-wide, and you're going to want to donate to your alliance and spend campaign energy, which is nice because if this overlaps with the other one where you're spending campaign energy, that's going to be kind of a nice bonus to have it work for both. Unfortunately, it doesn't say when this is, it doesn't say when it starts, but it does mention that there is a second milestone that you can purchase. Doesn't have any information on that either as far as how much it's going to cost, but you can spend it right away and get this premium milestone. What they say is if you buy this in the supply store, close the app, open it up again, and this milestone will show up next to your other milestones. You'll be able to collect 2 different awards. So the first one you get 300 points by donating or spending campaign energy. This one you spend 330. 5 Loki shards, 10 Iceman shards. 500, like it's just more rewards. So this will be probably not worth it, but it kind of depends on how much it costs. If this is like $5 or less, maybe I'll pick it up. But I mean, I think I've got all of these characters, except for like Union Jack and Korg. I think I've got all these characters at 7 stars already, and Gwenpool. I don't know, the pink phase bits is going to usually for costumes and stuff like that, so we'll have to see what costumes are available. I don't care too much about 4 and 5s, and gold is always great. 6-star Red Minoka. That might be worth going for if it's attainable. But again, I can't say a whole lot about this because I don't know how much it's going to cost. I don't know when this event starts. If this does overlap with the other one so you can spend the campaign energy and have it count twice, that'll be kind of awesome. And it shouldn't be too much later because June is Pride Month and we're already halfway through it. So I hope this doesn't take too long. I don't know what else to say about this. They're not giving us the information we need to talk about this, but just be aware that this exists and there will be an option to buy a second one. You will want to buy this as fast as humanly possible if you want to buy it at all, because I don't know if you spend, let's spend you spend 350 points. You're going to get this milestone, but if you haven't unlocked this, I don't know if you'll get this milestone. So you'll have to buy this to guarantee that you get it. Maybe it'll be retroactive. I honestly don't know. There's not a whole lot of information here. Kind of up to you. If this costs more than like $5, I can't see it being worth it. Like if this is like maybe I don't even know if I'd spend $10 in this, to be honest. But if they bring this out for like $25, like piss off. There's no chance. Hit the lights. A blog containing the details of this event will be published before it starts next week. So we don't know anything about this, but something's coming. Just so you know. Incursion Bifrost. We've had a couple of incursions recently, so this is kind of cool. It does mention that they're not going to have the entire thing unlocked until the entire team is available, so just be able to do the test drive, so they'll give you all of the characters so that you can try them out and be like, hey, this team's kind of cool. They'll be like, nah, I think this is a pass for me. That's all right. Challenge mode, you'll need everybody at gear tier 15, and then there is a bonus mode if you can get them all at 5 yellow stars in gear tier 15. There will be rewards for unlocking it for the first time, as there usually are. We've done a couple of these recently. I actually kind of like these events. I think this is kind of a nice way to unlock characters. I find them a bit more fun than just blitzing and getting all the characters. I find it way more fun than just blitzing and getting all the characters. So I'm okay with this. This is how we're going to be getting our Valhalla team. War Season Reward Updates. New War Season Reward Updates are coming. Previous Superior and Augmented Basic Catalyst Part rewards are being updated to Gold and Elite War credits to spend on more gear and war orbs. Give it your all to maximize the rewards for your alliance and earn up to 10 million gold. That's alright. I mean, that's probably going to be for the top players. Like, that's how they say, oh, you can get a 7 red star character, but it's like the top 2% of players in the game or something stupid. Character availability, Nakia is going to the War Store, so you can purchase her there, and Gwenpool is going to be coming to all the basic orbs that she normally goes to, replacing Ghost Spider in the Mega Orb. Now that's the end of the weekly update, but that's actually not the end of what's going on. There are a couple other things we want to go over really quickly. First off, they're going to be doing an auto claim rewards. What that means is you will still get mail in the mailbox if it's like a blog post or something like that, but other than that, your rewards are just going to get automatically given to you once you enter the game. See how it says down here, inbox rewards claimed? They're just going to give them straight to you. They say this like this is a positive and this is the end of hoarding because now you can't just keep things. They will have timestamps on them as well, so if you do unlock, let's say, a war event on the 21st and let's say you win a war on the 21st and you don't claim it until the 23rd when the event starts, it will not count towards the event because it is timestamped saying, no, that happened on the 21st, you don't get that. Like, you still get the rewards, but you don't get progress towards the event on the 23rd. They are saying that because they no longer have to factor in people who hoard, they can lower the requirements for events. I don't entirely know that I believe that. I think they're going to probably keep them up there so that you have to try even harder. So I would love to think that this is a good thing for the community, but quite frankly, I will see. I don't necessarily trust Scopely. I have a feeling that this will not end quite the way that we're hoping it will. But at the same time, if it does end nicely, I am pretty okay with not having to try and think about what I have to hoard this week and when I get to open stuff. I just want to open my rewards. So if this actually does help with that, great. The last in-game news thing is they are updating the Strike Pass and the Mojo's Mayhem. They're trying to make it worth your value a bit more. If you are not paying for it, if it's free, you're going to get double the amount of orange gear catalysts, another 20 to 30% teal gear catalysts, and 10 gold promotion credits. If you're paying for premium, you're going to get more total character shards, which is good, 15 gold promotion credits, plus 50% teal gear catalysts and teal origin gear. Replace Elite 5 orbs with Elite 6 orbs, that's really good. And replace ISO 8 energy with T2 ISO 8 ion orbs. That's a huge upgrade, actually. I don't know if this is enough to make me spend $30 a month on this game, but it is a nice little upgrade, so I do appreciate that. As far as Mojo's Mayhem, for free you'll get replaced advanced gear with orange gear to keep the rewards more relevant, increased rewards, silver promotion credits, and teal gear catalyst. So you'll just get more of those two things. If you're playing for premium, added rewards include 1 Elite 6 orb, that's good, 1 Elite 5 orb, sure, 40 Gear Tier 17 mini unique pieces, that's really good actually, that's quite nice. Double the amount of teal gear catalyst, great if you need it, more gold promotional credits, fantastic, and replaced advanced gear with orange gear to keep the rewards more relevant. This one's actually pretty good. I actually do like this one. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be spending $30 a month for it, Canadian, but I do like that they are improving things. That's fantastic. That's one of the main things that we've been asking for in this game, is just like some of the gold payouts and stuff like that are just way too low. They're just not relevant anymore. So this will start on June 21st, so be on the lookout for that. That's really cool. Alright, we made it to the end of the blog post. My voice managed to hold out. There's two last things I do want to talk about really quickly. First off, I want to give praise to the Marvel Strike Force Players Voice Movement. I've seen this hashtag in front of a lot of alliances' name, my own included, which is awesome. Thank you, Squiddies. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who's done that. It shows a huge amount of support for this movement, which is going forward and is going forward incredibly well. The Discord has over 6,000 members from all walks of players. We've got free to play right up to the absolute krakeniest of krakens. Everybody is working towards making this game better, and Scopely is listening. We've had a meeting with, well, not me, I have had nothing to do with this, literally nothing. So when I say we, I mean the larger community, not me in any way, shape, or form. I'm not patting myself on the back for any part of this. They've had a meeting with the developers, and it sounds like the developers are willing to sit down with them, listen to what they have to say. They are creating right now a quiet council, if you will, or an Illuminati, as they call it, and that is actually up right now. You can apply to be a member if you wish. I'll put a link in the description below. You will have to sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, as well as you cannot broadcast if you are on the Illuminati. Kind of defeats the whole purpose. First rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. But this is going to be a group that goes forward and will help get our voices heard and be talking to the developers. And I just think that this is such an incredible movement. I can't thank enough the people who have put their time and heart and blood and sweat and tears into this. You guys are amazing, and I'm just riding on your coattails. This is so cool, and we're already starting to see some minor changes in this game. The way it is described is the game is like an ocean liner, right? Like, it can't make a sharp left turn, But if you change that degree of the ship, even like 1 or 2% is the difference between landing in New York or landing in London, England. You know what I mean? Like it changes over time drastically. So we need to make those little changes now for the betterment of the game over the long term. All right, that's the end of the blog post, but there are two things I want to talk about really quickly. First up, thank you so much to the Marvel Strike Force Players Voice movement. I've been seeing that hashtag everywhere, including with my own alliance. Thank you, Squiddies, for that. This is a really cool movement. They're doing the absolute Lord's work with this game, just really helping out. They have already had a meeting with Scopely that seems to have gone very well. They had a 45-page document they wanted to give them that was not just complaints, not 45 pages of this game sucks, how we hate you guys. Like, legitimately, this is what we could see to improve. This is where you're doing really well. These are the events we like. This is what we don't really like. And if you're interested in helping out, you can join that Discord, which is already 6,000 members strong, as well as right now they are taking applications to be on the Illuminati, which is like the head of the movement. So if you're interested in that, if you are qualified to be doing that, you can apply. You will get vetted. You will have to go through a bit of a procedure. You will have to sign an NDA, but if that appeals to you, go for it. I hope you do the best. I really want this movement to succeed, and so far it seems like it's doing significantly better than any of these movements have in the past. I think that's awesome. Second thing is a bit of self-promotion. I just want to remind people that I do have a second channel that just opened up. I do have a review that just came out for The Flash. If that interests you this weekend, go check that out. As well, we do a live stream every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on that channel. So go give that channel a subscription, hit the bell if you want to go see us live. You can interact. If you interact live, we will immortalize you by putting your comment on screens. All right, if you've made it this far, I have to assume you liked the video. Go ahead and give it a like, give it a subscribe if you want. Go to the other channel and give it a like and subscribe, because why not? Support me in every way that you can. I appreciate you. And I will put a link to the Discord down below if you want to join that, so we can keep talking even when I'm not recording specifically. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll catch you next time.